Hi there and welcome back. I think this is the fourth video, so I'll just give you a really quick overview. It is in a playlist called I think No Sew Projects. I'm making myself a journal which is kind of going to cover a lot of, well, I'm going to use it for a lot of different things. One of the things is gratitude. I want to start practicing gratitude, hopefully about once a week. I also want a place to kind of add my routines in, and by that I suppose a bit like a tracker. So, you know, people who track how much water they drink and that kind of thing, a little bit like a tracker, but I'm not giving myself boxes to fill in and ticks and all the rest of it. Just somewhere that I can come back to and remind myself what I should be doing to keep myself as a normal human functioning adult with a chronic condition. And also I want to use it as a place where I'm going to keep it for, I kind of cook the same dinners a lot of the times. I forget sometimes what dinners I cook, so I'm going to be using it for that. I'm also going to write myself a master shopping list that covers those dinners, so I don't have to keep writing a list out every fortnight that I do my big shop. And I thought when I read books or hear quotes, or somebody says something to me, or you know, I see something that I want to remember, a bit of advice or a recipe, a poem, all that kind of stuff, that I can keep it all in here. So it's kind of a feel good journal. So that's the best way to explain it. So we've made it up, we've decorated it to my kind of, you know, I'm not an over decorator. I just like little bits and bobs. I can't remember if I said, yes, it's a No Sew project. So at first when I started making it up, I didn't know if this part was going to do me for a month or what have you. And I still don't know until I use it. But I'm not going to see these as being three separate kind of signatures, even though in theory they are. So I'm going to bind these together. Now, because it's a no sew, I have been thinking how to bind it. And until I do it, I'm not sure if, you know, how it's going to turn out. So I'm going to do it the way that I've bound each piece together. Is I'm going to stick this onto the front and stick the back bit onto the back. I'm not going to glue here because I do wonder if then glue seeps into it, that it's going to, you know, make it that I can't open the pages, and it's going to give me some problems. So let's do this step first. I might have to pause and have a bit of a think as I go through, because yeah, I've not done this before. I've not seen a video for this, so it's at this moment in time me making stuff up. So let's see. I'm going to use the collal because it'll give me a little moment to move my paper around. Now, if it was two pieces, that would work, wouldn't it? Because you've got your front one and your back one stuck down. But I'm not going to have the middle one stuck down. It's kind of going to be just in it. So how am I going to do this? Maybe just leave it as a 2? Oh, no, no, no. So if I join this to this, okay, right. Like I say, it's obviously, I'm doing it as I'm thinking. Oh, I have ordered more collal. I have got more collal. I do need to fill this bottle up. And then we're going to make a cover for it. So this is really what this video is going to be. Because I don't think it's going to take long to join these. So let's kind of make sure it's the right, you know, at the right height. I don't mind some wonkiness in it. You know, it makes it organic, doesn't it? So these two are now joined together. So if I then join that front one to this one, then that will work out fine. And yes, it is making this side quite chunky, but because it's not something that I'm going to be putting pockets into, and you know, it is really just for writing. Yes, I've created a few, well, I've put a few bags in for pockets, but you know, there's only 3 in there. I'm not going to be putting, you know, the things that I do put in those bags are going to be written things. They're not going to be decorated things. And the decorating that I did do in this was very minimal. It was stickers. It was washi tape. I stuck a few images in from books and stuff. So, you know, there's no actual bulk. It's just going to be that, you know, on this side where the spine is, it is a little bit more bulky. And I think that'll be fine for what I want to use it for. I do think that that is fine. Okay, it's not mega bulky. I don't think it's a worry at all. Okay, so these are now all joined together and everything still, you know, opens fine. What's going off here? Is that where I've joined this one? Ooh, could have really smooth that out a little bit. Okay, I'm just rubbing my finger up just to get any of the wet glue what's still in there. Does that make that stick out any? No. Okay, so I'm fine with that. So what I'm going to use for the cover, because I don't need anything, you know, hard to really protect it or anything, I thought I'll use one of these folders. So this is just a document folder. I'm going to have that as the outside because I'm going to cover the outside, so that will get covered. And as you can see here, it's got these indentations, or it's like pre-scored, shall we say. And it's scored at half an inch or a quarter of an inch. That's half an inch, isn't it? Yeah, half inch. So I'm thinking, let's just fold one of these. That could be like my spine. And it can just hold that. So I've got to work out how can I get this stuck into here without sewing it. Now, I could now say it's not a no sew. it's a sewing, because I'm going to sew this into here, which I don't want to do. I want to see if I can manage to do the whole thing as a no sew. So we'll just see what happens. So I've just put that in, so that's at the bottom, and I'd like it to be, you know, the same kind of size. I don't want the cover being, you know, bigger. It will be a fraction bigger, but that's about it. So I've got the trimmer at the side of me. I'm just going to trim that top bit off. Okay, so we've got his height, and if I fold it over like so, because we want that bit as our spine, put this in here, well, on here, and then we'll just allow a little bit of space. So if I cut it down there like that, again, I've got the trimmer at the side of me because it's the big trimmer and it just does not fit on my little desk, well, the view that you can see, so there's no point in keep moving it over. Right, let's now put it the right way, and let's hope, one of my hairs in there somewhere, let's hope that that's, oh, it's a little bit too small, which is fine. Yeah, where's that hair? There it is. Yeah. So I can cut that with a knife after. I'm not going to worry about that. Or I could leave it like that and just put some lace over the top or something to just cover that little bit, which I probably will do. So I'm going to cover the front in this lovely Flora. It's gift paper and it was from Amazon. If you look on my Amazon favourites, it should be in there. And I'm going to use something with a smaller print, so we get, oh, I like that one, so we get a lot of it in. I'm just seeing where it kind of lands, because obviously we're just going to be cutting it off. Quite like that one. I'm not so keen on the fruit. No. Yeah, definitely wants one of the smaller ones. I'm going to use this one. So let me tear this out. It's got a bit of a tear thing. I had another one of these in a William Morris print. I think I've nearly used all those. They do lots of different prints of it. Okay. So you've got 12 large sheets, and they are large sheets. You know, it's big. Okay, so that's what we're gonna cover it with. I've just got to figure out how to get this into here. So just thinking, like, when you do a hidden spine, but you're still sewing it in, aren't you? So if I, that's not very wide. Right, is that about the same? Yeah, that's the same height. So what I'm thinking is, how can I do this? Maybe material from there stuck to there, and then material on that side there stuck to there. I think I could do that, or I think that would be too stiff, wouldn't it? But if you scored it and then it went like so, I don't think I've got another piece like that, and I don't think that paper's thick enough. So let me locate some card. Let's, what about scrapbooking paper? That might be ideal. So I'm guessing I'm wanting something, that's 3/4 of an inch, so an inch and a half, let's say. Okay, let's go with this. So if I cut 2 strips off, or shall I do it 2 inch? Let's go 2 inch and see what happens. I'm gonna say, could get to the end of this video and go, oh, that didn't work out. I'm gonna have to rethink it, but that's, you know, that's fine, because, you know, I'm sure we've all sat in a craft room, you know, fiddling, wondering if something will work out or not. And sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. And you know, that's life, isn't it? And sometimes you don't know. Well, you never know. Well, you do know. But yeah, there's some things you don't know until you do try. So I think it's worth it. This is, I would not make a journal like this to gift to somebody else or to sell. This is obviously just a personal journal. I am going to be, you know, in and out of it quite a bit. So, you know, I don't want it to fall apart. You know, it is going to be something that I use. Just going to cut these lengths down. Okay. So I think if I score it just about here, let's get the scoreboard out. Where's my thingamajig? I don't know. What else can I use instead? Oh, I've got one of these, but you have to make sure you don't dig in. So if I do it there, like so. So this bit's going to flap up. Maybe I should have done it even wider, so this had got more to stick down. I don't know. Okay, so that one. Yeah. Let's fold it. I'm quite excited about it. You know, the excitement of not knowing, is it going to work or isn't it going to work? Yeah, that's quite exciting. So the smaller side I'm going to stick to here. Oh, it's still a little bit long. Oh, but it's fine because it's, yeah, it's fine. Okay. So I'm gonna stick it to the bottom because obviously I want my pages more to the bottom of the book. So let's go in with the collal. I think I'm going to put some white glue on part of it as well. Obviously this is gunked up now. Come on. Oh no, I think it's... should come out. I wonder if it's actually gunked up inside because the hole is open. Let me just get my pen. Yep. Oh, that's that. Okay. So I'm going to go all down here. After this video, I will get this refilled. I might have to do it before actually, if I'm covering the front cover. So yeah, I'll pause and fill it after I've done this bit. Well, after I've stuck this side on. Okay, then oh, I'm going to say this isn't going to come out now. Okay, so if I put this, what am I doing, it from the bottom on here, like so. Yeah, that's going to want a moment to dry, and then let's keep giving that a rub actually. I think I'm going to go under here because I think I've gone a little bit wider than what I actually glued. So just catch these bits. Okay. I wonder if, I don't know, I've got another clip there. I might just leave that clip down for 5 minutes and I can fill my glue up, can't I, in between, and then we know that that's on securely. Then I will do the same on this side, so that will go that way. Okay. Are you excited? Thinking, is this going to work out or not, or have I just wasted a whole of my hour looking at it? But until this point, you know, like I say, you could have then sewed it in if you'd have wanted to sew it in. I just wanted to, you know, can I still keep it as a no-sew kind of project, just, you know, to see. Okay, so I filled that up. Let's unclip that and do the same this side. So it's a smaller bit that wants going here. So bearing that in mind that I missed some of it out last time, I'm going to glue it on here. So yeah, if it doesn't work out, I think I will be able to see then what I did and you know, perhaps some more ideas will come from that, but at the moment this is the only, apart from the doing it with material. Oops. And excuse me, the reason I didn't do it with material is I would have had to really dig about to find some material for it. That was the only reason why I went for the scrapbooking paper. That was, you know, just to the left of me. Oh, this doesn't seem to want to come out. I think it's like gunked up with the other glue. So if I just run some, come on Tanya, because this hole's so small, I think the other glue is obviously glooping the hole up. Okay, so if I just put that down here like so, it is very cold in here, which I'm guessing is you know, why the glue's not flowing as freely, and this bit wants to go to the bottom. Okay, I'm just folding that over just to make sure that I'm in the right place. Ooh, slidey. Let's move it up. There. So that stuck down a lot better than the front did, but a little bit more messy than the way that I did it on the front. But the good thing about Collal and Fabri-Tac is you can just give your glue a good old rub, and then it's fine. So that is what we've got. Okay, so let's check that we can still open it all, which I think you can. Yeah, it's fine. The only bit at this point that I'm a bit gutted about is you know, that's not in completely, but it's not affecting it on that side. It's probably only a millimetre off. Yeah, that one's better. Okay, so that's fine. Yep. So we're going to use this bit, aren't we, to so if I put it in like so, I'm just pushing it really in, and if I clip it there, sorry if I'm flipping it right in front of the camera, like so, and then apply the Collal here. Yep. Trying to get right to the end, the edges, sorry. Okay, so if I then close it like so, let's take that off. It's just moved, so let me just make sure it's still where it's supposed to be, and it is. I mean, this, I didn't really want to cover the inside because I like the colour of this folder. So let me get this glue off. I mean, I can always put a strip of washi tape down there or something if that does look messy. Right, I think again I'm going to leave it 5 minutes just so what I don't want is to be messing about with the other side. Cloud takes, you know, a minute or two to dry, and I don't want, you know, because it's obviously moving as I'm doing this, so I'll probably be best not to move it and just keep it like that, so I can see that that fold is on that fold there. Yeah. Oh, lovely. I think this is going to work out fine. Maybe I might cover the inside and outside to give it a bit more thickness. Right. Yeah, I'm going to leave. And that lays really flat, doesn't it? Yeah, I like it. And I think what I'm going to do is stick the lace down. Shall I? No, I'll stick the lace over the top. I was going to say I'm going to stick the lace down. What was I going to say? Before the paper. Okay, I don't know if that is in there. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I think... Oh, I don't know what I think. Yeah, I think that's fine. So, lovely. So that's put that spine in a little bit more defined. Okay, so I'll be back in, well, it'll be a second for you. But, yeah, I'm going to wait 5 minutes, make sure that that is totally stuck down. Okay, so I'm fine with that, and I've stuck that one in. Surprisingly, when I did it off camera, didn't make as much mess, which I always find happens. I don't know why it is that when you've got the camera on, you're more messy. Okay, so unfortunately, you know, I wish that this had been a bit longer. You know, that was a little bit of an oversight. I should have allowed a little bit more room, because I wanted, can you see how much is left there? That's how much I wanted there. But like I say, we can, I mean, I could actually stick, if I'm going to cover the front and the back of this, I could actually make that, where's that? I could actually stick that on there, which I'm gonna do. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. So if I mark it here, so that's made my mind up about covering the inside and the outside. And let's glue down here. I'm probably, you know, gonna go over. I could have done that a lot neater, couldn't I? But I didn't. So, okay. I think that is fine. It looks a tad shorter, which that's fine as well. Like I say, it's only for myself. Okay, so that's sorted that problem out. Okay, it's not short now, and I've probably done it. I think I can manipulate that to come down a little bit. Yeah, I can probably keep it like that for a bit. Right, so I'm going to cover the front first with this paper. So if let's measure it first. If it's a proper number, by that I mean a fullish number, so it's 10 and it's not really a proper number. No, I'd prefer to do it by eye, because if I go 10 and 4/8 or something, I won't be able to see those digits on the cutter. So right, I'm gonna draw a line there, make sure it's straight on my cutter and cut it down. So it's upside down that way. So first I'm gonna unattach it, put both sides the same way up. And to do that, all I did was put my ruler in the crease and tore down. Didn't do it on camera, because if I had have done, it would have gone into a mess. So I was best doing it. I'm looking for the mark. Can we see it, or do I need to mark it again? Right, it's there. Okay, so if I fold these in half, like so, it's probably not going to be exact, but that's fine. And then go that line. Now, to try and get anything like straight, in fact, let's do one at a time. So as you can see, this doesn't all fit in the camera, which is why I don't normally pull it in front of the camera. So there's my line. I would say that that's straight. If it fits or not is a different matter, but for now it's correct. Let's pop that through. Okay, move. Okay. And hopefully they're the same. Okay, I'll keep my lovely scraps, and then we'll go in my scrap thingamajig, scrap bag. Oh, sorry about a crash bang wallop. Okay, so I'm wondering if I'll be able to just wrap this around, because it's only got that small spine, which I think I'll be able to do. Now, I think this is a little bit longer. Honestly, would you credit it? It's a touch too long. Excuse me. So this is where it all goes wrong. Because I'll now take too much off. try that. Okay, we'll go with that. If it's a little bit short inside, I'm not so bothered because I can always have a pocket on the inside, so that would hide that it was too short. And like I say, because it's a personal for me, it doesn't matter. You know, it's not that I'm selling it. You know, what you do for your personal is obviously a lot different to something that you would sell. Obviously, I'm still not, you know, perfectly straight on anything that I do because, you know, I'm just not that kind of person. Okay, so let's, I'd have been best moving this, wouldn't I? It's not too late, Tanya, you can still move it. So I obviously want to try and get around the edges. I don't want to go right on the edge because this is very wet glue and, you know, it will run. So I'm just going to do the front piece. And anything that hasn't caught, I can obviously go in with my small nozzle. Now this is quite thick paper, so you won't see my squiggly glue lines. If it was something thinner, then I would get a paintbrush or just something to smooth it. Oops, a daisy. Smooth it off. Right, I'm just making sure that that's straightish, which it is. Unfortunately, that glue thing that I stuck on the end stuck to my front page. I don't know why I forgot to check that because I knew that my gluing had gone over, so it's lucky I didn't leave it that long. Okay, it's still very sticky, but okay, I think that's fine. Oops, it's not fine there, is it? Should have checked that before I started rubbing it down. Right, I'm just pulling it. That's it. And because it's, oh, I must have not cut them straight because I've obviously just straightened that up to reach the bottom, and then it's pulled away from this side. So let me just try and yeah, that's fine. Oh, come on. Yeah. It's very near to drying. Okay, right, I'm going to leave that to dry for a few minutes because I don't want to start doing the spine part and then, you know, pulling it taunt against that bit because it's obviously going to pull this bit out. But, you know, that's fractional. And I can always put a piece of lace down like I was originally doing, or a nice piece of ribbon would be nice down there. So I'm going to leave that at that, let it settle. Right, stop messing with it now. and I want to leave this open as well. Well, if I leave that there, and leave it to dry 5 minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, so I think it's dry enough to glue this part. So let's get the glue in here. I'm just going to do a good centimetre just to be able to fold it over. Okay, so yeah, so for some reason it's that's it. Just wanting to be a little bit short at the bottom. Again, it's because my, you know, measuring cutting system isn't the most accurate, but it's fine. I can add the green ink around it just to hide it, and it is only a fraction. It's nothing to write home about. Okay, so let's get this cover stuck down, and then what I'm going to do is I'll end the video because I want this to dry completely, and then I'm going to use my knife just to cut off what's left, what's hanging over. Then I will check it all the way round that the paper's stuck. Anything that's not, I will just shove my little nozzle in and stick it down, and then when it's completely dry, I'll go round it with my green ink. I forgot what green ink I've got. Around the edges to straighten it up. So it's stuck there fine, look. Same there. It's just kind of twisted itself. So look at that. Yeah, I think that will have to do. So it's just that little bit there. And that little bit there. So I'm fine with that. There's no bubbles in it. I'll say it's covered really nice. So I might, when it's dry, put my ruler down there and just tear that off. I mean, I could fold it round and I mean, it would have been nice, I suppose, if I'd have done my paper so there was a bit each side to fold round, and then I wouldn't have had that shortness there. Again, in hindsight, I can't remember the last time I covered anything, you know, like this, and I often, you know, I can't remember from one time to another. That does look very neat like that. So I'm going to do that. It's not going to create any more bulk, but yeah, again, in hindsight, if I'd have got this flap at the front bit where I've put in that extra panel to give me some more width, having this extra piece on would have obviously give it that bit of extra strength. Doesn't need it, but yeah, if I was to choose which side I'd have wanted this flap, then the front would have been better. But what would have been even better is to have had a bit each side, so I could have this nice crisp finish on the edge. Make sure that stickiness is gone so it doesn't stick to my pages. Oh yeah, I'm a lot more happy with that. So yeah, just slightly there and slightly there. But I think it looks really good, and you know it's worked, which I was unsure. Probably leave it a little while before I start, you know, bending all the pages. Just make sure it's, you know, properly stuck down. Yeah, I love that. So I'm hoping to find a big label on to put on the front. So I'll be back tomorrow. I think what I'll do in the meantime is, like I say, I'll go around, check if anything needs any glue. I'm going to cut 2 panels. I'll probably do the panel to about there so you can still see part of this side. I might even do it to there, we'll see. I'll stick those in, so that's done. And then I don't know if I might not come back and do another video, to be honest. I do still need to decorate. I decorated all the first part of it. I have more decorating to do, but I'm sure you don't want to see another session of that. So, oh, and yes, I will be back for another one. I've just thought of something that I did want to add to it. So yes, I will be back tomorrow. So I'll show you this done, and then I want to put something into this front cover, which is going to give me a bit more writing space. I think this can probably do with going underneath something heavy for a little while. Yeah, because I said about wanting it to be a place that when I read a book and stuff, any information that I want to remember. Now, I obviously didn't leave myself that much writing room, so I wanted to create a thinnish notebook to include in it, and it's another no-sew idea, different to these spines, but similar kind of concept. So yes, I will be back tomorrow, so we'll get it finished off tomorrow. So I'm going to find some books and put them on top of here, and yeah, I'll finish this off before I come back tomorrow. So thank you very much. I hope you think that it came out okay. Like I say, a few little things that I would have changed, but overall it's turned out better than I envisioned it, to be quite honest, because at the beginning of the video didn't even know if my idea would actually work. So yeah, very pleased at that. So oh, I'm looking actually, I've got it for my glue lid. That's what I was grovelling about over. So I'll be back tomorrow. Let me know what you think. And yeah, was there anything that you would have done differently apart from measure properly and things like that? You know, I can't change the kind of crafter that I am. You know, numbers, measurements, little sections, I'm just no, you know, it's not my forte. I'm just no good with it. But yeah, if and I think that just putting that piece in was a good idea. So I think that needs a little bit of glue poking down there. So I'll do that before I lay some books over it. But yeah, I'm chuffed with it. I like it. It will be something that I want to hold in my hand and I want to look into, because I've, you know, decorated it and the inside of it is just my taste. And obviously when you're doing something for yourself, that's very important. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.